Hey everybody, it is Matt. I am here with the Visual Lounge, and of course, a little bit different episode. Gonna start things off a little bit differently. It's just gonna be me today. A couple things. I want to give you some highlights. I want to give you some updates. Promise won't keep you too long, but hopefully give you some interesting information. First, when you're listening to this, by the time this episode comes out, there will be a minor version of Camtasia 2024. The big highlight features, things that I think you need to know about. First of all, dynamic captioning. Now, I know there's some people out there from an accessibility standpoint, they don't love dynamic captioning. I think that's something we need to address at some point. But if you're using it for social captioning, using it for kind of add interest and flair in your videos, that's a thing you can do. The timing on it is greatly improved. You'll have fine control over exactly when those words are highlighted, what's on the screen. When there's no thing on the screen, you can adjust that as well. So greatly enhanced UI kind of functionality. Going to make that even I think a really much better experience. I mean, it's already really good because you just drag it on there and boom, you've got this this caption. So more work will be done there in the future, but right now that's an update for that. Second of all, color labels on the timeline. So if you're a video editor and you've got lots of things going on and you want to say, like, maybe there's two speakers, so me and a guest, right? I could highlight which one is me, which one is a guest, and give it a color, assign it a color by right-clicking on it. Really nice, especially for those more complicated projects. So anyway, that's an update for Camtasia. I also want to let you make everybody aware, this is a listener, if you're listening before November 2024. So if you're past November 2024, this doesn't apply, but there is DevLearn is coming up, and I'm going to be at DevLearn. TechSmith will be at DevLearn, and I have a 2-day workshop with Josh Cavalier and Mark Lassoff, and we're going to be doing the video mastery certificate for DevLearn. It's on the Sunday and Monday of DevLearn. It is November 3rd and 4th. That does have a cost to it, but if you want to come learn video with me, you want to learn video from great other people who know video and be around people who are also learning video, that is an opportunity I would recommend. Got a lot of great resources we'll be giving away, a lot of great activities that we'll be doing. 2 days, we're diving in, where you'll walk away having learned a few things about video. If you're a video expert, maybe not for you, but if you want to come join us, part of the DevLearn experience in Las Vegas, we're going to be there. Beyond that, I think it's interesting. One of the things I've experienced recently is just an opportunity to make a lot of content that's not video content, a lot of writing I've been doing. And one of the things that I've been thinking about, in particular with writing, as I compare it to video creation, obviously each has its strength, each has its benefit. But the thing is, I've been diving in deep into like writing and optimizing and editing. From a writing perspective, the thing I realized that as I'm doing that on a daily basis, I'm getting better. Like, look, I'm not going to be writing home about this at any time, but like, I'm getting better. And I want to just reemphasize this kind of notion that when you're going to take on video projects, I know there's like, gosh, we're going to do one a month. We're going to do one every 2 months. That's really hard to learn. It's really hard to get good. It's really hard to be efficient. And I know that might sound like, well, but Matt, I know enough, I can do it. And absolutely you can. There are people who can jump right in. But when you are consistently in your video editor, when you're consistently using your camera, whether it's your phone, a mirrorless camera, a DSLR, or a film camera, whatever it is, when you're in your tools on a regular basis, you get better. You get faster. I always forget the stupid little things. You stop doing that, right? Like, because you've got the mental model, you got the checklist, you've got the process and habits to do it. So I just want to encourage you that if you're a video creator, go make more videos and show those videos. I want to see some videos, guys. I've been trying to do it once a week, putting out a video, doing it this end of week expertise kind of thing for on LinkedIn. If you want to go check that out as well. Usually it's not video topics, might relate, might not. But just again, the more you're making videos, the better off you are. Take some time to practice, take some time to put into application the things that you're learning. And remember, there's tons of resources out there, both from TechSmith as well as from other sources that can help you to really level up and grow. And I think we've got to be more deliberate about this. And whatever it is, if you're listening to Josh Cavalier talk about using AI, same type of thing. You've got to be deliberate. If you're talking to others about using images, you got to be deliberate. You got to be purposeful. You got to practice. You got to experiment. You got to try some things that don't work so that you find out the things that do work. You gotta be willing to invest a little bit. I think there's this notion that we want the instant gratification and it just be, it's done. Oh, it's so good. It's perfect. And I think that's one of the things that like AI is kind of tricking us into is like, sometimes you write something with AI develops something. You're like, oh, that's so good. But we got to be critical about that. There is no instant path to success here. I think we'll have a lot more helpers in the future about helpful tools, helpful guides, helpful things like that. But I just want you to know that it is worth the effort. It is worth the time, and you're worth it. You're so appreciative of you listening and tuning in. And I would love it if you would be willing to share the Visual Lounge with friends, colleagues, others who might find it interesting. And remember, we got a whole back catalog of interviews with amazing people. The newest episodes are always good, but the back episodes, there's some really good, smart people that I've had the privilege to talk to. And I want to just say thank you, everybody who's been a guest on the show. Again, thank you for listening. And I hope you're all having a great week. It's kind of crazy out there. So stay safe, stay sane, and do your best to level up every single day. Thanks, everybody.